First Local. Supported by Maker North. 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the chamber today.
Well, it's certainly been an interesting year. And like many of us, maybe you've been drinking more than usual and want to take a break. With Dry Feb, you can.
Why not challenge yourself to go dry in February to help raise funds for the Canadian Cancer Society?
Sign up for Dry Feb, and not only will you be helping people affected by cancer,
you can also reduce your risk of cancer.
Go as dry as you're willing to try this February. Sign up today. It's easier than you think.
Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
Have you been drinking more than usual?
Why not go dry this February? With Dry Feb, you'll
help people affected by cancer.
And you can also reduce your own risk.
Go as dry as you're willing to try. Sign up today. It's easier than you think.
It's Jake Moore, sports analyst, back in the On TV studios, letting you know that 705 Sports now has 2 shows a week. We still have the 705 Sports that airs every Friday at noon, but we've expanded to now have a show every Wednesday. 705 Sports Headlines will be a show that is much more condensed, that is very fast-paced, going over the main topics of the week in sports. 705 Sports on Fridays will still cover everything in sports in a full show format. This gives you a chance to really see what's going on in the sports world, whether you have a couple minutes or you got a half an hour. So make sure you join me, Dan Gray, on Fridays and multiple different guests every Wednesday, every Friday at noon, only on TV and Sioux Online's Facebook page.
Good morning and welcome to First Local. I am here with Jacob.
Top of the morning.
He will be in as well to give us our medal count. Craig will be back tomorrow. What is it, the 17th, February the 17th, and it's Thursday. So close to being Friday that you wish it was, but you know that it isn't.
But the good
fine.
thing is, on a day like today, you know this is your last day until Friday, right? So that's
one way
my
of looking at
motivation, right?
Yes.
You know those that you can get those motivational posters? That's the one that I need on my wall.
There you go.
It's one
There
day
you
till
go.
Friday.
You know, and it's one day past the day that you refused to bring me a Whopper. So, Whopper
You
Wednesday.
You hinted.
Well,
See, I am a clueless male, okay? So, I need direction. Google Maps gives you the exact direction. That's what I need just in general.
I think my exact words yesterday were, I'd slap a saint for a Whopper.
Well, I didn't know that meant that I was the saint. I mean, I'm pretty great.
Well,
but,
no, you're not the saint. You were just meant to kind of pick up on that and bring me a Whopper. Anyway. Nah.
Sounds like a whopping confusing time. Ha-ha!
Well, speaking of confusing times, there continues to be, ripple effects. I'm going to call them ripple effects, around the convoy. And again, whether you're supportive, whether you're not supportive, it's still, from a news perspective, an interesting event. Interesting being, a small word for it. Historical, some would apply. In this moment, people, of course, are making donations through various crowdfunding platforms. However, those individuals, some of them are being listed, and there are people at high levels in the government that have lost their job for something as small as a $100 donation. So once again, whether you're supportive or not supportive, it raises the question, if somebody chooses to make a donation with funds that they have earned or acquired, should that be public knowledge, and should that person face repercussions? I don't know, Jacob, what do you think?
Well, your money's your money, right?
Yes.
So, in theory, you would think that you can spend or donate your money legally as you choose.
Yes.
And technically, they're not doing anything illegal.
Yes.
So it's a tough one. I mean, I can understand why the government is trying to slow things down a little bit, but at the same time, they have a right to protest, and if someone supports the protest, they have every right to donate to the cause. Because
Now,
as Canadians,
if you
we have those
are
rights.
a public official, though, so
Yeah,
that's
I
where
know.
the
That's kind
waters
of
get a
what
little
my
bit,
brain's smoke's going to start coming out.
I don't know the exact details of, codes of conduct and what is signed when they enter into their responsibility as a representative of the government at whatever level. At what point do you stop being your job and go back to just being the person, right? So I don't know. Interesting question. I'm going to be kind of chewing on that at the back of my brain today because I needed more bouncing around in there. But there is actually even somebody at a fairly high level at an organization locally who's made a donation. In this moment, no repercussions have rolled up on that individual. I will not name that person. However, people are, making the choices that they make, either in support of or not in support of. And so, like I said, again, historical event, worth watching, and now that's all I really have to say about that. So
yeah, it's certainly been an interesting thing to watch the entire time, and how different officials have been speaking about it.
Okay. Yeah, well.
But you are, I don't know, now my brain's kind of.
Well, and I know
racking
that we
over
will
that.
have zesty debate later on in the afternoon, because there is a point in time when Jacob and I are alone in the back end of the office, and we talk and discuss matters of import.
But you know what else is important?
What?
Your news.
Yes.
So, I think we should get over to your news. I'll be back in a little bit to talk to you about the Canadian gold medal. Those ladies did a pretty good job last night.
Woo.
Wowzers.
All right. Okay, so further, we do have an individual, so two associations then, representing the towing industry in Ontario and Alberta, and they are indicating that expecting operators to clear blockades under the Emergency Act is easier said than done. So Mark Graves, who is the president of the Provincial Towing Association of Ontario, also the owner of local business Pine Ridge Automotive and Towing, is quoted as saying that demanding private companies remove trucks is a massive undertaking and that the government needs to first show it will protect the industry from threats to safety and business. He says that the association is preparing to inform industry members on what rights they have if they choose to resist the government order issued Monday, but he is waiting for more clarity. So according to the terms of the Emergency Act, towing companies then are compelled to either help law enforcement officials in removing vehicles from the blockades upon request or surrender their tow trucks to police, enabling them to remove vehicles on their own. So Don Getchell then, who is the president of Towing and Recovery Association of Alberta, has confirmed that some towing companies have already received death threats since the freedom protests began in Alberta, and they are also concerned about the future of their business. Public Safety Minister Marco Mendicino said at a news conference on Tuesday in Ottawa that the blockades are driven by an ideology to overthrow the government and therefore pose a serious threat to safety. All right. Okay, so that's that. Now, we do have, yes, locally, we have an individual who has been charged with break and enter. This was an event that did occur on February 15th. So officers with patrol services have charged 32-year-old Jeffrey Rivard with break and enter. So at around 4:30 a.m., officers did respond to a call of a possible break and enter at a business in the 600 block of John Street. Upon arrival, officers located a person matching the description provided nearby. Upon speaking with the accused provided a name later determined to be false. Okay, that's always been one of my favorites. Like, do you think they're not going to figure it out? You know? Anyway, provided a false name, and officers developed grounds to believe that this person did attempt to break and enter, and they were arrested. So officers were able to identify the person as the accused, and a subsequent search found him to be in possession of break-in tools. So he is accordingly charged with break and enter, possession of break-in tools, obstruct a peace officer. He was released on an undertaking and is scheduled to appear in court on April 25th. Okay, and can we just talk for a moment about the price of like everything of life right now? Because
sure, go ahead.
Right? Gas is up, groceries are up, everything is up. And to that end, Bruce, our leader here in the office, did write a very, very interesting piece. I will do my best to summarize it, but I will encourage everybody who's feeling the pinch, go to our website at SiouxOnline.com and do read the article in its entirety. It is not just an opinion piece. It is laced with relevant and salient facts that you may find yourself, in agreement with. So he acknowledges the dramatic increase that we've all noticed in prices for just about everything, particularly over the past couple of years as the pandemic has heavily impacted the economy, especially while attempting to still live your life, feed your family, do all of the things. Okay, so he cites the 10th annual edition of Canada's Food Price Report, which is released jointly by Dalhousie University as well as the University of Guelph, and it forecasted an increase of between 2 and 4% for food prices in 2020 for the average Canadian family to $12,667, which represents an increase of $487 over 2019. Meat in particular was forecasted to go up by 4 to 6%, despite Canadians' increasing interest in plant-based protein options. The 11th annual edition of the same report for 2021 forecasted a further increase of 3 to 5% in 2021, with the most significant increases predicted for meat, once again at 4.5 to 6.5%, bakery at 3.5 to 5.5%, and vegetables, wow, so pretty much everything. Vegetables at 4.5 to 6.5%. Now, this prediction amounted to an increase of $695 annually for the average Canadian family as compared to 2020. So for the latest report then, Canada's Food Price Report for 2022, the forecast is an overall food price increase of 5 to 7% for the coming year, the highest predicted increase in food prices since the inception of the report 12 years ago. The most significant increases are predicted for dairy and restaurants at 6% to 8%, and bakery and vegetables at 5% to 7%. So the report predicts that, okay, so this breaks it down then. So the report predicts that a family of 4, for example, including a man between the age of 31 to 50, a woman between the age of 31 to 50, a boy between the age of 14 to 18, and a girl between the age of 9 to 13 will pay up to $14,767.36 for food, which represents an increase of up to $966.08 from the total annual cost in 2021. It is also noted that food prices in Ontario are most likely to be higher than the national average in 2022. So there are listed a number of causal factors, which, due to time restrictions, I cannot go in to itemize each one. But once again, a very time-sensitive, relevant article, which I encourage everybody to go to our website, once again, at SiouxOnline.com, and read it in its entirety. You stop bossing me around, Mike.
Why can't I?
Well, you can. Doesn't mean I'll do it, but
Remember,
you can
I
try.
I control the buttons in the control room. You know that. Okay, I'll be quiet.
All right. So yesterday, a store in the East End had to be evacuated after reports of smoke in the back of the building. Okay, fire services did attend the area, and they ventilated smoke from the rear of the Food Basics grocery store on Trunk Road. Firefighters could be seen working in the recesses of the building to both locate the cause of the smoke as well as to confirm that it wasn't serious and there was no real threat to the public. The cause of the smoke and the damages in this moment remain unknown. It was witnessed that employees were outside of the store, directing traffic, turning customers away while the firefighters worked. So the firefighters did leave the scene. The store was reopened. Nobody was injured in the reporting of this story. All right, now I have the pleasure of throwing to myself to do the weather. Heidi, take it away. Okay, Heidi, thank you very much. So now we're going to talk a little bit about what's coming up in the next 12 hours. Do we have a graphic?
We have a system map for you to show what's going on.
Okay, good. So you've given me a name for it. We've got a system map, and on the system map you do see some colors. At the very top left-hand corner, you're going to see what the colors represent. So you can see there is some activity across North America, some rain, little pockets of ice here and there, definitely some snow. However, you can see at the crux of the Great Lakes, Sault Ste. Marie is in a relatively stable position with no colors around us in this moment to represent any significant weather events, such as Craig would report on if he were here. I don't know, maybe Craig does bring the bad weather because I'm seeing some pretty decent stuff here. Looking at the highs today, so Thunder Bay, looking at -15, Sault Ste. Marie -10, Wawa -13, and Timmins matching Thunder Bay at -15, Sudbury -10. So I'm going to go ahead and suggest that these are still below seasonal average temperatures, so nothing to really get alarmed about. Now, looking at the next 12 hours, we can expect to see some sun today with a little bit of wind developing later in the afternoon. As always, some cloudiness, because it's February and it's gray for about 10 years during February. But anyway, high of -11 this morning. We'll warm up to a tropical -8 this afternoon despite the winds. And we will see an overnight low of -23 tonight. So yeah, bundle up, make sure you're snugged up and nice and warm. Okay. We will now take a break from the sound of my voice and we will head into the world of our sponsors where you will hear from the likes of Maker North actively doing their business, the 3D printing, the laser cutting, the woodworking, all of that good stuff. So go fill your cup and come on back. I have an in-studio guest today, so you're going to want to come back for that for sure.
Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants, small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the chamber today.
Good morning and welcome back to First Local Morning. You are here with Heidi. We are sneaking up on a live guest. Anyway, danger. Okay, February 17th. It is Thursday, so close to Friday we can taste it. I'm going to rip us through the COVID numbers so that we can get to the more important business. All right. Yesterday, Algoma Public Health did confirm 73 new cases locally, which boosts our active case count to by 42 to rest at 625 individuals, with one of those reported to be outside of the Algoma Public Health catch basin. Hospitalizations do remain static, with 16 currently receiving care. We have added 31 more to the list of resolves, and of the 73 new cases, 66 of those are reported to be located in Sault Ste. Marie, with 2 of those in North Algoma, 1 in Elliott Lake and area, as well as 4 in Central and East Algoma. Okay, so provincially, there have been unfortunately another 47 COVID-19 related deaths reported, and hospitalizations have continued to stay below 1,500. So the number of hospitalized and intensive care patients has dropped steadily over the past few weeks, which we've been watching. On Wednesday, health officials did say that there were now 1,403 people being treated in Ontario hospitals with COVID-19, including 364 people in the ICU. All right, Mike, can I do it now?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I am very excited to be sitting here with John. It's Ziccarelli, correct?
Correct.
John Ziccarelli is the Director of Credit and Business Services for your neighborhood community or credit union, correct?
Yes.
Now, this is a significant time, 75 years.
It is 75 years. Thank you for having me this morning, Heidi. It's great to be here. It's been 6 years since Community First and your neighborhood credit unions merged, and we're going into 2022 celebrating our 75th anniversary. So yeah,
Wow.
we're very excited.
Significant milestone. Now, as part of this celebration, and Alicia did send, a media release. Now, you are in the process of a significant rebranding. You're moving away from the dual name back to YNCU.
Yes, when we merged again 6 years ago, as most people have seen through our marketing and our signage, we've operated as a division of your neighborhood credit union. We're actually your neighborhood credit union and not a division of. So it's an opportune time for us to celebrate our 75th anniversary, and
Okay.
we feel that it's again the perfect time to finalize and complete this merger altogether
Okay.
during this period.
So was this always the destination? Like what's the decisioning behind this move?
6 years ago, we felt that we wanted to still have some local presence, keeping our Community First name, but as a legal entity, we were always your neighborhood credit union, and I think that having 2 separate and distinct brands is not efficient for any company.
Okay.
So by merging brands into the Your Neighborhood brand, and again celebrating our 75th anniversary, I think it's the perfect time that we all recognize the credit union as one,
Okay.
bringing our northern and southern regions together.
Okay, so kind of like a more efficient way of sort of branding and moving forward as a brand.
It is. As most people understand, having 2 brands is very costly for any
just gonna
company,
say. Yeah.
So this is going to create a lot of efficiencies for us.
Well, fantastic. Okay, well, that's exciting. Now,
I think a lot of people locally, our viewers, for example, would recognize the presence that Community First has brought to the community as a whole. You know, the events now moving forward, is it YNCU's plan to continue at that level of participation?
Absolutely. We've always supported locally. The rebranding isn't going to change our services. It's not going to change our presence in our communities. Our friendly staff are still the same. The services that we provide will actually enhance because of the efficiencies. So again, our members aren't going to feel any different. It is simply a rebranding of our name, making us one.
Okay, fantastic. Well, that's exciting news. Are there any upcoming events that you'd like to speak about? Anything else that you'd like to add? Or?
Well, we've always supported local charities and local organizations in every center that we have a presence.
Like St. Vincent's comes to mind.
St. Vincent Place we've supported for a number of years. In the coming weeks, we will be participating in the Walk for the Coldest Night of the Year. We've participated and supported other organizations, Women in Crisis, the Soup Kitchen of Sault Ste. Marie. So again, those will we'll continue to support those different charities and organizations, and we look forward to it.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. Well, you know what? As a final thought, is there anything that you'd like to add, John?
If anyone has any questions, you know, you can reach out to us at yncu.ca, or you can call any of our friendly service excellence member staff at 942-1000, and we'll be able to happy to answer your questions for you.
Well, there you have it. So you know what? A more efficient way of moving forward for YNCU, a tremendous support in our community for many of our local charities. Thank you so much for your time today, John.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Okay, Mike, you were whispering delicately in my ear, but as always, I have difficulty talking and listening. So I can do which story? Oh, the community comes together. Okay, so in the spirit then of community participation and offering up the support that we can do so generously, I want to talk about, we did report last week about a fire in Gooley that caused the loss of a garage, who, as it turns out, has been a high-level contributor to our community. So Elaine Halley has known the individual who lost the garage, Mr. Bob Menard, for over 40 years. Her son, David Halley, was a firefighter under Menard when Menard was the fire chief for Gooley Fire and Rescue, the same department that came to his home to put out the garage fire last week. So he was always helping out, and he was in that moment helping out the firefighters wherever he could. And this is, of course, Halley saying this of Menard the night of the fire. Now the community is coming together to help him. So people have always been coming to help, or people have been coming to help clean up the yard, take scrap metal away, and generally take care of the damage. And again, this is Elaine Halley speaking of the community effort. There is also a GoFundMe page which is reported to be doing well. Elaine has said that she has taken some flack for starting the GoFundMe, which currently sits at $9,500 of the $15,000 goal. She was told that for a variety of reasons, some people will not use the platform. However, she also said that some individuals have been taking their money directly to Bob at his home. Either way, she says Menard is grateful. She speaks of him highly. He is a very humble man, but he is grateful for everything the community has done for him since the fire. But the work to help someone who has helped everybody else doesn't have to stop there. So Halley and others are going to work on petitioning local businesses. They are hoping that people that Menard has helped in the past might have some supplies or time or equipment that they can donate to him now in this moment. So she's saying, again, of this individual, he is someone that if you needed your car fixed or little things to be done, he's the guy that would do it. He's always tinkering with things, and everything he had to do, everything that he had to do the tinkering with is now gone. He was the fire chief, and he worked at the steel mill for years in the coke ovens. He knows a lot of people. And according to the Gooley Fire and Rescue Deputy Chief Chris Ruley, the garage was a complete write-off. Halley said that Menard didn't have insurance to cover the damages. So we do have this article posted to our website. If you would like to donate to the cause, we have placed a hyperlink in the article itself, which will take you directly to the site where you are able to make a donation if that is what you feel moved to do. All right. Now, in terms of feeling and movement, there's been some movement at the Olympic level with the ladies hockey team. So now I have Jacob back in the seat next to me to talk about the medal count.
Oh, Heidi, again, your throws to me are superb. Got to get that out there.
Fiery. Yes.
The Olympics have been very, very exciting this year. So what we're going to start off with, I'll look at that. Mike's already got the graphic up on your screen. So you can see it's been another busy day with, you see Canada up to 4 golds.
Ooh.
Saw you teasing that, Heidi, and that's right. The Team Canada women's team was able to bring home the gold last night versus the United States. Poulin scored 2 goals, including the game winner. And did you know, Heidi, she is the only player in men's and women's hockey to ever score in 4 gold medal games.
Wow.
So her first goal was as a 17-year-old, which was a winner in a gold medal game. So she basically became Captain Canada, and it was inspiring to see how well Canada played between their offense, getting their great goaltending, being able to hold on to that lead. And I love these pictures personally with them actually having their medals, which is just absolutely fantastic.
Aw, look at that for sure.
We also had the men's team who played yesterday as well. Unfortunately, they weren't able to continue on. They lost to Sweden in the quarterfinals, which means they are now eliminated. Now, that doesn't necessarily, that means they're out of the tournament. But if you're looking for more on that, I do have a full article on SiouxOnline.com that really breaks down the issues in that game and the tournament for the men's team. But congratulations to the women's team on bringing home another gold medal. We also currently we have Team Canada playing Team Sweden in men's curling. This is also a quarterfinals, so we need the Canadian curling team to win this one, or they will be eliminated. And that's why, Heidi, sometimes we don't always see the medal count jumping too much, depending on what the sport is. They have to go through a whole bunch of different rounds before they get to the actual medal round.
Okay, wow. Got some heavy medal information there. Woo! Yeah, all right. Okay, so I'm going to give you some time to digest that. Jacob just threw a whole bunch of information our way. So what? Okay, Mike, careful. All right, so while you are digesting, I'm going to invite you to fill your cup. Do come on back. Of course, we have factoids. We have social media. So listen to the words of our sponsors. The Chamber is going to encourage you to do all things local. Love local, eat local, shop local. Do all the local things because businesses need your support. All right, come on back.
Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
École publique Éco des Rapides, a place where your child can learn, grow, and be happy. Discover why more and more families are choosing École publique Éco des Rapides for their child. Register your child January 17th to the 21st at epedr.cspgno.ca. Parce que je vois grand.
There we go. Hey, welcome back to First Local. It is Thursday, February the 17th. Look at how convincingly I look at the tiny, tiny numbers and pretend that I can actually see them in this moment. Okay, we're going to head into some factoids. And then we're going to do social media. So if you have something to say and you haven't yet said it, go ahead and get it in there because I like to discuss things live. All right. February 17th, 1959, the low-budget horror film House on Haunted Hill, starring Vincent Price, is released. Now, it was produced and directed by William Castle, who was known for his use of gimmicks to promote his horror films. So this film featured an effect that he called emergo. Okay, yeah, you have to say it like that. It actually, emergo. All right, so emergo then was a gimmick in which a plastic skeleton would fly over the theater audience during the corresponding scene in the movie. So House on Haunted Hill was made on a budget of about $200,000 and earned over $2.5 million at the box office, which I'm going to say in 1959 was significant. Its huge success actually is said to have inspired Alfred Hitchcock to make his own low-budget horror movie film, Psycho. Also on this date, this time in 1934, Honeymoon Hotel premieres. Now, this is a Merry Melodies cartoon, and it was the first one that was produced in color. It used Cinecolor since Walt Disney had exclusive rights to the Technicolor process. The story follows an insect couple who check into a hotel which catches on fire. You can still find this on the internet, so go check it out. Okay, before we formally get into social media, I want to take a moment to wish a very special girl a happy birthday. I'm talking about Hannah Stortini. Yay! Hannah today is 24, and I've known Hannah for a very long time. She is the lovely, look at her there with her dog, Sunny, which Sunny is like the biggest puppy on the planet. But anyways, yeah, he's not even a year old. Look at the size of that thing. Look at his legs. But there she was as a little girl. Yes, Hannah is very accomplished, very successful, and I am so excited to wish her a happy birthday. There she is celebrating her iPhone. Yes, so happy birthday, Hannah. I am so excited for you. I wish you the best year yet and all of the things that you wish for to come to you with all speed. Okay, so we're going to hop into social media now, and let's see who we've got.
I'm sure there'll be people.
Well, there will be people. There usually are people, and of course...
And they'll have things to say.
Yes, they do have things to say.
Stuff.
Okay, Mike, can you pop it? It hiccuped, yeah. You got who? Margaret? Okay. Margaret says, good morning all. Well, good morning to you, Margaret. You beat everybody to the punch this morning. I'm assuming anyway, because once again, technology has failed me. Who's next? Oh, there we go. I've picked it up there at Todd Fullwood. Todd Fullwood saying good morning. What a nice picture, Todd. Good morning to you. Good morning. Yeah. It reminds me that summertime will come, and we just have to wait for it. Allie and Ron Rollinson. Hey, I get to see the face now. All right. How you doing today, Allie? It's nice to hear from you as always. Steve Childs trying to break my brain.
Mine's broken.
GBFAHYAHAGD. 31 days till spring. Oh, like I said again, the only countdown I'm interested in. The trucks along with the sun coming up. Trucks rocking the horns. Good baby Friday all. Hope you all have a great day. Got it. All right. Thank you very much, Steve, for watching. You didn't tell me what happened with your sign. I'm still waiting.
It's a sign of the times. I am this corny off air. Just want everyone to know that.
Absolutely. He also does a great Trump impression. But anyway, we have lots of fun. Terry, good morning, Heidi and Craig and Jacob. It's my birthday. It's Terry's birthday. You should have sent us some pictures. Okay, if anybody who's connected to Terry is watching, send some pictures because I'll roast them up tomorrow. All right, Terry, happy birthday.
Let's hope the Leafs give you a win tonight.
Yeah, I wish you a great day and a Leafs win. Okay. Tracy Faye says, good morning. I am calling today Thursday rather than Thursday, seeing as we are nearly through with the week. Yes. Okay.
That is creative.
Yes. Well, you know what? We have some creative people. Why is this doing this to me? All right.
You just got to love technology.
Corey Erb is saying, happy National Random Acts of Kindness Day and National Cabbage Day.
Yeah, but it's all caps, so shouldn't you be like, happy National Random Acts of Kindness Day?
Absolutely. You know, National Cabbage Day, so be kind while you're flatulent. I'm not sure what really to take away from Cabbage Day, but okay, sure.
Yeah.
Marilyn Dunn says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Marilyn.
Morning.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Tony Mancuso, good morning, everyone. Happy Baby Friday. The weekend's almost here. Enjoy your day.
Woo-hoo.
Yes, Tony, you too. Rick Sutherland, good morning, all. Happy Thursday. What is in store for us today? Here's to a great day for all, and happy birthday to Terry Matthews and everyone else celebrating today. Happy birthday to Terry. Happy birthday to Hannah.
I think we should just all have cake because, like, 2 birthdays. Like.
Let us eat cake.
Yes.
Joseph Bertrand says, good day, everyone. Good day to you, Joseph.
Good day, good day.
Bet you're busy already. All right. Now what? Marilyn Dunn says, happy birthday. Just a general salutation to everybody
Everyone.
who's celebrating.
Even if it's not your birthday, okay? Happy birthday, Heidi.
Oh, Bradley, Terry Matthews, happy birthday. See, people know Terry Matthews. I demand pictures. Kathy Boren says, happy Thursday. Be good, be kind, and be gentle. Have a wonderfully kind day. I love your salutations.
I was going to say that.
They're
It's
very,
nice to get that, like, nice, happy quote from you every day.
very in line with my, oh, Terry, good morning, Jacob.
Good morning.
All right, Kathy says, happy birthday. Have a great day all day. Yes, and
Yes.
continue to have great days. It doesn't have to be one day of the year.
No.
Tracy, when I was in Toronto, I used to celebrate my birthday for a minimum of 1 week.
Your birthday week.
Well, and sometimes longer, depending on the events.
So your birthday year. Just all year.
Tracy Faye says, happy birthday. Ooh, we have a new viewer. Zaki, no, I've seen this name before. Zaki Dada, but this is the second time I've seen it.
From Montreal.
From Montreal. Allô, bonjour. Comment ça va aujourd'hui? Good morning from Montreal. Good morning to you.
So is it as cold in Montreal as it is here usually, or is
Usually
it
colder.
colder?
Yeah. Derek Pierce, our Lego man, says good morning from everyone at the Brick Space. Good morning to you, Derek Pierce. Kimberly says good morning all. Good morning, Kimberly. Celebrating your lovely daughter. Yes, yes. Judy O'Neill, good morning, Heidi and Jacob. You both enjoy this day. After all, one day closer to Friday and closer to maybe an awesome weekend. You know what? I choose. It will be an awesome weekend. We have that choice
Agreed.
every day.
Agreed.
Yes. All right. Enika from the Netherlands. Good morning, everyone. Happy Baby Friday. Happy Baby Friday, Enika. What would a day be like without a greeting from the Netherlands? Lori Rains Aguano. Go, go, gold. Way to go, girls. I know, right? I love that. I love it.
It was a great game too, actually. Like a really, really exciting game. That's why I might look a little tired because I stayed up to watch the whole thing. Finished around 1 in the morning.
Okay.
But really good game.
Okay. I was asleep. Bradley says, happy birthday, Hannah. And last, Terry says, cake is good. Yes, it is, Terry. You eat your cake. At the very least, send me a picture of your tiny gâteau. I want to see your cake.
I just think we should all get cake. Oh, and 7-day forecast. Now, 7-day forecast doesn't exist anymore.
I do make mistakes. You know, I got so many buttons I got to press here.
And most often, you're pushing my buttons on live air. All right.
That's my job.
Wowzers!
7-day forecast. Okay. So, you know, you can see a lovely range of graphics here. You know, far too many of those clouds are showing snow, but I do see some rain as well coming in on Sunday. Saturday looks like it's going to be a reasonable day. Some sun, some clouds, you know, high of -9 with a low of -13. So you can see the temperatures tend to be trending in a better direction. Have a look at Wednesday and Thursday. We've got 0 and then a
I'm liking that.
+3. So, you know, I am going to hold Craig to his suggestion that the end of February is going to be warm and March is going to be warm, which means I can resume my walks. I have missed them. And yeah, that's really all I have to say for today. So, you know, in the absence of anything else, there it is. Life with a lisp. You don't ever know when it's coming out. Anyway, have a great day. Remember, we are the Sioux's only live news show, so, you know, do the
pretty
social media things. We are, you know. Jacob's got 7:05 sports happening on Wednesdays and Fridays. And, yeah, we do our best to bring it to you every day. So, Tell everyone, like, follow, share, do that stuff, and we'll see you tomorrow. First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.
It's Jake Moore, sports analyst, back in the On TV studios, letting you know that 705 Sports now has 2 shows a week. We still have the 705 Sports that airs every Friday at noon, but we've expanded to now have a show every Wednesday. 705 Sports Headlines will be a show that is much more condensed, that is very fast-paced, going over the main topics of the week in sports. 705 Sports on Fridays will still cover everything in sports in a full show format. This gives you a chance to really see what's going on in the sports world, whether you have a couple minutes or you got a half an hour. So make sure you join me, Dan Gray, on Fridays and multiple different guests every Wednesday, every Friday at noon, only on TV and Sioux Online's Facebook.